Hey there, welcome to another tutorial, this time on 7 Days to Die. This is a survival crafting game where you basically just run away from zombies. If you look at the top right, you'll see a tutorial. You can gather, just like Minecraft, you punch things. I'm gonna punch some of these to get fibers and create a bedroll. There we go. Hit tab, opens up all of your crafting, all of your basic crafting, your character, your map, your skills, any quests you have, your journal, which gives you information on anything else you might need, and players if you're playing in a multiplayer server, which I am not. So we've collected our 10 plant fibers. We're going to make our bedroll. Crafting, done. So bedrolls are respawn points. So this is teaching you how to do it. I would definitely not leave this wherever we put it. Cool. Pick that back up. Now it's saying craft a stone axe. We need wood. We can get wood from trees, but we have to get wood from these dead bushes for now because we don't really have any other means of doing it until we have our axe. We can gather more plant fibers and small stones on the ground. Let's look around for one. So the tutorial is showing us where stones are right now, but typically you have to look for them just, without this cute little yellow thing. Tab. Stone axe. If it wasn't right there because of the quest, we could just type in stone axe in the search there. Craft. And we're good. The point of this game is to survive and build. That's literally it. You can search all around the world for whatever you want. There's a variety of different materials, a variety of different tools, a variety of different ways to play. You can be a scavenger and nomadic and just roam around every day and maybe hide every night. You can take an old house and turn it into a base, or you can literally just build your own base. There's all kinds of different playing styles. There's all kinds of stuff to build. There's crafting trees and skill trees, basic skills, perception, strength, fortitude, agility, intellect, all kinds of perks to unlock as you level up. Your purple experience bar down here fills up as you collect things, kill zombies, and build things. Like, for instance, let's go ahead and gather the rest of these plant fibers. If you look in the bottom right, you'll see I got 2 experience and 2 plant fibers. You don't have to kill zombies. You can run from zombies and level up slowly by collecting things. There are situations where you're going to end up having to fight zombies, though. All right, let's make some clothes. You can queue up multiple things down here by clicking craft. And then if we wanted to say make something here, we select how many we want to make, click craft, and then while that's queued down here, we could queue up something else and keep walking. It wants us to wear our armor, so you can click it and hit W or click wear. You can double click it, or you can go to your character screen and you can drag it over. There's the pants, leg armor, there's the pants. There we go. Now we need a weapon. We have a tool, we need a weapon. Make a wooden club. We have the wood we need and club right there. If we didn't have this, we could always type it in and search for it. Craft. And there we go. Let's put it on our toolbar. You can move to different items on your toolbar by scrolling. Let's do the next basic survival quest. We're going to make a bow and some arrows. We need wood, we need plant fibers, we need feathers, and we need small stones. We got our stone. Now we're just looking for a bird's nest. That's kind of the only way to get a feather. There's all kinds of different weather, and there's different things you need clothing for and different things you need medicine for. You can be too hot, too cold. You can be wet and you can need more clothes or less clothes. You can be hungry, you can be thirsty, which is shown down here. There's a blue bar which shows thirst, and there's a green bar which shows hunger. You need it to live, and you also need it to keep stamina high. Now the game is called 7 Days to Die, so it's okay if you die. You're going to die a lot, especially whenever you first start the game. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's craft our primitive bow and our stone arrow. In reality, we should probably make more than one arrow. The game spawns you with a few things, like a torch in the first day and a little bit of food and water, but that's not going to last you super long. So this is all basic stuff that the game teaches you. I'm just trying to put a little bit more information so that you can start with a little bit more of a advantage. It just hit hour 22, which is when nighttime starts. At night, zombies become feral. They can run and they can get you a lot easier than they used to. So let's do a little bit of building here, actually. Frame shapes are the basic building tool. We're going to build a few. They build very fast. All right. You can select where you're going to place them by hovering over the area. You can rotate them, which doesn't really show with the cubes, but you can see, hear the rotating noise. So if that was anything other than a block, it would be rotating. And you place it with a right click. 2, 3, and let's do a fourth right here. If you take your axe, you can also use a hammer whenever you get further in the game, and you hold down right click, you upgrade. And we'll do it again. So you see in the bottom right where it shows an X and it shows wood. We don't have enough wood to continue upgrading. Another cool thing about frame shapes, I'm gonna make one more just to show you this. You can hold down R. You can copy a shape if you see a shape you like. Oh, there we go. If you can't copy the shape, you can always look for a shape that you like. I held down R once again and I selected up top just by moving my mouse. Shape, copy rotation. This is more advanced rotation, more shape copying, etc., etc. So we're going to go back to shape and we're going to build a window. Sure. So it'll look like that because it is, wood. There we go. Window panel. All right. So it is dangerous to go out at night, but I kind of want to finish up the tutorial bit. Just be aware that you're going to get attacked a little bit more, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult to protect yourself because they'll be a lot faster. The zombies will. So we're just going to go over here. Luckily, we have our little tooltip because it is a tutorial quest. So it's showing us where stones on the ground are. Please note, it would be harder to find stones if we weren't on this quest. Eventually, you can unlock tools like pickaxe and a shovel and all of that. And you can build that. You can upgrade their usefulness by using better materials, a lot like Minecraft once again. This is a crafting survival game, so there's a lot to craft. We're gonna go back to the house where we're safe now that we have enough stones. If you're ever wondering where I'm at or if you were confused, make sure you look at the top right where the quest marker is. We'll show you exactly what I'm doing. We're gonna hit tab. Campfire's up top because we're questing. If it wasn't, you could type in campfire and find it right there in the search bar. Craft. Place it on our hotbar so we can place it. And let's put it on the table. That's fun. Good job, Survivor. You have proved to be capable with much potential. We have marked your map with the nearest White River Outpost location. There we will find a trader where you can buy and sell goods and trade stories with one of our friendly citizens. Welcome aboard, Noah. So we leveled up, which means I can spend a skill point. It actually gave us quite a few levels because we finished all the tutorial stuff. There's a area where it'll show you if you've gained a perk. You gain perks through reading different books and magazines. Let's look at one or two of these. Skull Crusher, specialized in destroying enemies and structures with sledgehammers. You are a bruiser and a little luck can sometimes knock down geriatric zombies. So you can craft better sledgehammers. You deal 10% more damage, and you 15% chance to knock down enemies with power attacks. You hit better with your heavy weapon if you're making a sledgehammer. Let's type in sledgehammer. We can make a stone sledgehammer already. We can unlock iron sledgehammers if we take that ability. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Funny name, I know. Specialized in unleashing a relentless assault of blows guaranteed to leave your prey slack-jawed at your unyielding stamina. So it reduces melee and tool stamina usage by 8%. Very, very useful. We're going to go ahead and buy that. So stamina down here leaves whenever you swing something. Since I use Sexual Tyrannosaurus, we lose less stamina, and therefore we can hit more, whether we're gathering materials with our axe, or if we're hitting zombies with our club, or shooting the bow. Knock an arrow by clicking, hold it down to bring draw strength, and then release to fire. You can also just scroll on your wheel to stop shooting the arrow, which is useful if you realize you don't need to shoot it and you don't want to lose an arrow. Now I am going to be a little coward and hold down here for the night, and in the morning I'll explain just a little bit more of the basics. Hey, I'm back. I wasn't recording because I just wanted to stall out the night and teach you guys some more in the morning, I ended up dying. So I hadn't placed my bedroll yet, and I didn't have a spawn. I just spawned somewhere in the world. You keep everything on your toolbar, you lose everything in your inventory, and your backpack, if you look at the top little compass thing, it actually shows you where your stuff is whenever you die. So it's not the end of the world, it's just a little frustrating. If I were a higher level, there would be an experience debuff, where I would have to gain more experience to level up for a while. As of right now, it's fine. Deer are very good sources of food. You can kill them, harvest them with your axe, and then craft a bone knife. With the knife, you actually harvest more meat and animal materials than you would with anything else. The same can be said for harvesting wood with an axe or harvesting rock with a pickaxe. It's more efficient to harvest things with the thing that you use to harvest it. For example, I can hit this car with my axe if I use a wrench on it, or if I hit it with a pickaxe instead of my regular axe. I can get more iron or more mechanical parts off of it than I ever could with just my axe. That's a big scary zombie. As you can see, it's nighttime, so it's running. It's probably going to kill me. I should have been a little more careful. The best way to fight zombies is to kite them. You want to hit them and back up slowly. You'll know it's dead because you'll either see it die and it won't get back up, or you'll see your experience go up. Down there on the bottom right, you can see I got 750 experience, and that's a dead zombie. This is actually a special zombie called a tourist. The regular zombies are a lot easier to kill. That one was a little tough. All right, so it's daytime and I'm heading out. It's time to go locate that trader. I decided to abandon the house. That wolf is way too powerful for early game. So we're just gonna avoid wolves from now on. How about that? While I was trying to avoid the house, I got attacked by a zombie and actually got some loot. One of the things I got was a treasure map. We read that, gives us a little cute text here. You can read it if you'd like. This is a supply cache. So we have Raphael's treasure map, which will lead us somewhere else in search of treasure. Oh, there we go. I toggled it active and it's that. We're not going to go after it right now, but you know, it's nice to know that there's multiple quests you can do. We're going to toggle this active. And we're going towards the trader. All right, we're approaching the trader now. They all look about the same. You'll typically have a wall, a building, and an entryway. If you look around, there's trash everywhere on the ground. You can actually loot that. Sometimes there's some really nice things like steel knuckle schematic. That's very lucky. If you're out in the wild, there's going to be a lot less trash than if you're, say, in a city, like over there. Well, looky there, Trader Joel's is open. There we go. Hey, it's Trader Jen. Press E to interact with people, or, you know, talk to the trader. You can see their inventory, you can ask if there are any jobs, or you can leave. As you can see, they have an inventory. You can buy quite a few things. Their stock is limited and it refills. I'm not sure how often. You can select your own inventory and sell things. The sell price will show up in the top right and you can click sell. Buy price shows up in the top right whenever you select one of their items, and you can select multiples and the buy price of the multiple items will show up there. You can also accept jobs. A lot of jobs have you go into cities, which is kind of dangerous. Let's do clear zombies. We're clearing out zombies in a ranger station. We're not going to the city. Interesting. All right. Let's go clear out some zombies, huh? All right, here we are at the Ranger Tower that we're supposed to clear out. All you have to do to start a quest is go over to the rally point. It'll usually be on the outside of the area you're supposed to be questing in. Start the quest, and let's go. We have to stay in the area, and we have to clear out the area of zombies. I see one right there. There's probably going to be more. Just take your time, take it slow. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. This is one of your first quests, so it's not going to be that bad. Whenever you right click, you heavy attack, and those heavy attacks are typically better for killing zombies. Well, they take a lot more stamina though. I took a hit there. There's some platforming going on. You can hold shift to run. You just press space to jump. Those were rickety boards like I showed you earlier. They fall if you stay on them. If you ever hear like a creaking noise, just run and try to get to the next point. Right click. Sometimes you knock stuff down with a right click. That's your power attack, don't forget. And then I left click to finish them off. Left click, less stamina, a little more. If it's only one-on-one and you can back up slowly, Just keep tapping them lightly and they'll go down. But if there's a few of them and you maybe need to create some space, try right clicking and it might knock them over. Oh, let's go in and finish this up. I think it's just this one left. Oh, it is not. That one fell from the roof, another fall from the roof, and see, I knocked that one over and I created space using my right click attack. This way. Sometimes it's better to run. Never be afraid to run away, because you can always create a situation where they can't chase you. See? Now they're struggling to get to you and you have time to regroup. Let's knock an arrow, hold down, and release. These aren't super accurate, so you're gonna have to take your time. Remember, this isn't like a classical zombie horror where you have to hit them in the head. You can deal damage and remove them without shooting them in the head. Headshots do more damage though, so... Ooh. There we go. Normally I would do some looting, but if you look down on the bottom left, you'll see how little health I have left. I think we're just gonna cut our losses and get out of here and go turn in the quest. Health is very slow to come back. One way to do it is to use healing items like bandages here. As you can see, that one gives us 30 health back. We're gonna go ahead and do that because sitting at 12 health is never a good idea. I'll show you how to repair. So this club is wooden, which means it's probably repaired by wood. You go to it, you hit A or you click repair, and there we go. It was repaired. Honestly, there's not much else for me to show you. I could go over all these perks, but honestly, I think it's up to you. Like, you can read through perks, decide what you like, what kind of playstyle you like. I will say there's a lot of crafting. There's a lot of different ways you can live and survive in this game. Just sort of decide what's best for you and try to pursue that with your skills. If you're playing solo, definitely pick up some advanced engineering, maybe even animal tracker, just so you can find animals and get meat faster. But you can always farm. It takes a little time to get the farming going, but you know.
Good job.
So I finished the quest. I talked to her. I get rewards. I get experience, casino tokens. Casino tokens are the currency you use to buy from traders. And then you get to choose another reward. Looks like ammo. I don't have a shotgun. I'm much more interested in the Molotov cocktail. That looks fun. And then you can pick up more jobs, maybe spend some of your hard-earned money. There are some things that are very hard to find and some things that are very easy to find. Never take anything for granted and always try to check what things can be used in a recipe. Blood bag. Oh, I can't really do anything with this. Maybe I'll sell it. But if you have the first aid skills, you have the physician skill, then you can make first aid kits, which are very helpful. But yeah, if you have any questions, honestly, at any point, always come back and put a comment on this video and maybe I'll address it in a comment or address it in a future video. If you're curious about day and night 7, I'll go ahead and explain that to you before I end. Every 7 days, the game is called 7 Days to Die. The night following your 7th day is always a very difficult night. It's denoted with a red number for the day up there at the top middle under your compass. And as soon as night hits, a lot of zombies spawn. It sort of scales with not only how well you're progressing in the game, but what night it is. So the day 7, not going to be that awful. You definitely want to make sure you have a place to base up. You can't stay at a trader's location. They'll kick you out whenever it's about 18. So this is awesome, but it's not going to work for us. You're going to have to go somewhere else. That's why I consider either moving into the city and finding a house to craft in and maybe build up a bit, or go out into the woods, throw down some land, maybe dig a trench, build some spikes, and good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a wonderful day.